The other time, we had given you 200 million for training. The position is still the same because sometimes you do say that we've withdrawn these things, but the position is still the same. In fact, where we have removed this money is from the places we could not even touch. But at least we said we must give the doctors at least a good offer. And again, the sufferings of our people is affecting all of us. It's not only the government officials, even you included. Be kind enough, look at the figures, because in simple arithmetic, the other figure was 1.3 billion, but here now we are talking of 1.9 billion, we are talking of 300 million, we are talking of 200 million differently, and we are again saying that the 5.2 billion is going to be put on the table by the end of June next year. If we are talking and you are back, then at least we'll be talking. But now you have strike, you're on the street, patients are suffering. As a government, we have managed to actually bring more money, a better offer than what we did. So I think the most honorable thing we should do as honorable people, civilized people, we should sit down and say, well, we are calling off this, but this is what we need. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are those things we can do. That's why we are doing them. You are talking of the renomination. Yesterday, that question came to Parliament, and in fact, they read the Constitution. The Constitution clearly states that we cannot do anything unless we are advised by the Commission. Today, we are approving the names. So the Commission is going to start its work. That's why I'm saying, for the things the government can do, surely we are doing them. But for the things which need the Commission, we cannot break the law.
To Mr. Waziri, you have said that you have offered something small. I want to tell you that for more than half of those doctors in Kenyatta, you have offered nothing. And that is the reason why they're on the street now saying, please give us something. Because you have mouths to feed, we have rent to pay, and we have offered absolutely nothing.
I said I wanted 3 months. They said, you are joking. It's not possible. We are going to remove some money. We are slashing it. It's not possible, but we are going to do it so we can do it. The least you can do is within 7 months from 3 years. I've been calling the Minister for Finance in every 30 minutes. He has agreed that I should take him round the country so that he can see what I'm talking about. So that when our budget is before them treasure, they know what we are talking about. Because as a ministry, we do our best. I agree, the resources are very, very limited. But again, we should have our priorities right. So tusaidiane ndugu zangu, angalieni hizi figures, tusaidiane. Na tutengeneze kamati ya kufanya na wizara yangu na wizara ya fedha. Ili hizi vitu sasa, hii budget ambayo inakuja, ambayo imeanza, unajua watu wameanza tayari kupatiana. Tuseme kama bila hii ndugu zanguni ni shida kwa sababu ya A, B, C, D.
And the 2 points that have been looked at, external allowance going towards working hours and remuneration. The other points have not been touched, sir. So as from that, we do need a breakdown that is available here so that you can see exactly what is being offered. Because if we engage in speculative negotiations, you're not able to arrive at a decision on that, on the basis of that. But again, the offer that is being made currently ignores a lot of the proposals we had made. This is not just about paying doctors better. It's about improving the public sector healthcare provision. And there are very many wheels in this axis. And a lot of these things are taking us back. I wish to say something very important. As we speak today, there is somebody's father in a hospital somewhere. It may not be my father, but it's somebody's father. As a team, we are mandated to come up with a solution for our people. It would be a huge failure if we fail to arrive at an agreement. And therefore, it's my appeal to the government side to please make a serious proposal to the doctors' union, looking at the issues that have been addressed, go through them one by one, and make a proposal as per that, because these are not issues that would be contentious in any place. One, build more facilities, equip them better, put medication, employ staff, train them. Ladies and gentlemen, I do not know anyone who would be counter those issues. Everywhere we put this, be it the media or members of the press, be it to the politicians, be it to even ministry officials in private, they agree that these are things that should be done. And so,
Chairman,
yes,
I agree with you, and with due respect, these are the things we have discussed. We have said the health sector needs about 80 billion.
yes.
And you know, this issue has been taken to the cabinet. Once it is approved by the cabinet, it's going to be taken to parliament. In fact, we should say we are happy because we have a new constitution. A constitution that is going first to reduce the number of ministries. So if we were getting 60 billion, I don't think we are going to get 60 billion. We are going to get more. So these are long-term solutions, my brothers, and we have not refused to address them, but we cannot address them today. The things we can address them today to avert this situation, we have addressed them as a government. So if we are insisting that you will not go back to the hospitals unless we equip them, unless we put up infrastructure, unless we put new buildings, my brothers, that's gonna take a time, my friend. I think we are not realistic. But we should say, fine, we are going to go back to go back to work. But what is the policy of the ministry to address these issues? Then we'll tell you, this is the cabinet memo we have prepared. It is before the cabinet. Once it is approved by the cabinet, it's going to come to parliament. The cabinet has no authority to say they can approve, parliament can reject it. But even the chairman of the health committee is equally concerned that we should address these issues. Today they have asked several questions concerning this. They have a petition. Now when we have these things, actually they put more effort to our proposal, and that means now the Minister of Finance is going to address this issue.
We are representing doctors in Kenya. We have members, we have branch executives, and therefore at this sitting we do not want to be compelled or coerced to endorse figures that we don't really understand, because what you have given us is in bulk. Okay. And therefore we need to be given time, okay, before we can make a decision of whether we are accepting or not accepting. So it should be very clear that at this point the figures that have been presented by the government side are not understandable. They are not digestible immediately by the doctors' union, and therefore we'll be requesting for time, okay, about 30 minutes. So okay, that we can go through them, okay, we can make consultations, relevant consultations, okay, and then after that we are going to communicate the decisions, hopefully in a meeting. We can leave you the boardroom to carry on with your consultations. We won't mind that, because at least we want to minimize the sufferings of our people. Yes, yes. Please, Dr. Perhaps we can even go downstairs and look at those figures. But as of now, we can bring calculators for you. As of now, it should be very clear as we leave the meeting that we are yet to look at the figures and make an informed decision. Okay.